this is going to be the first of my restorative video series. And with restorative yoga, if you're not familiar, the goal is more to support your body and allow yourself to fully relax and the muscles to fully relax in the position as you breathe and focus on your breath work, and the muscles will begin to naturally relax as you breathe. As opposed to, there's so many different styles, but in a lot of yoga, you are pushing yourself to your edge and breathing into that space. Not over pushing, but this is very different though, because you really just want to support your body in the positions and then breathe, and everything will kind of relax. So, with this style of yoga, I really encourage, the breath that I like to use is Ujjayi Pranayama, which, if you're not familiar, you're going to be breathing in and out through your nose, and you'll have your mouth closed. And as you do this, it's almost like the noise that you would make when you're trying to breathe on a mirror, like that, or the ocean. So you'll be constricting the muscles in the back of your throat. And as you breathe, I like to imagine that you are breathing into your diaphragm first. So as low as you can go, you're breathing air and you're breathing it up, and then you fill your chest. So the last place to fill with air would be the chest. And then as you exhale, you're pushing it out of your chest all the way down to as low as you can go in the diaphragm. So you'll really do that long, slow, focused breath in and out through the nose. And you should be able to hear yourself breathing as you do that. So make sure that for this series you have props. You can either have a bolster, pillows, blankets, blocks, anything available. So if you don't have those, go ahead and pause the video and grab them now. And this one is specifically focusing on hips and thighs. And we will go ahead and get started. So for our first position, we are going to start in child's, and we will do our breath work there as well. So get your bolster or whatever you need. Take your knees out wide, toes together, get comfortable, and then just relax. And again, if you feel that you're more comfortable without the prop, feel free to do that as well. So lower down, lay your head to one side, get comfortable. And then once you get there, just begin to breathe in through your nose, filling the belly all the way up to the chest, and then out through the nose. Filling your shoulders, your back, your hips relax on your exhale. As you breathe here and allow your body to relax, remembering that you're literally breathing life into the spaces in your physical body. That your breath has the power to heal. And then go ahead and lift your head and turn to the other side of your ear, or to the other ear. We want to even out our neck here. If you find your mind wandering, just come back to your breath. You can also always set an intention for your practice, or a focus, a mantra. As you breathe, feel the air beginning to fill up at the base of your spine. Feel your belly fill up through your ribs, all the way up to your chest. And as you breathe out through your nose, begin to let go of that air in your chest, all the way down to the base of your spine. Take one more full breath here. We'll go ahead and move that bolster out of the way. And then we're going to come to lay on our stomachs. We're going to come into half frog here. So you're going to keep your right leg out at a 90-degree angle, and you're going to come flat on your belly. Again, you'll choose one ear to lay on. If this is not comfortable for you, you have the option to put a block under your knee and your ankle just to lift it up a little bit higher. You can use blankets, whatever works for you. I'm going to stay on the ground here today. Even out the hips, get comfortable. And if you want to lay with your forehead down, you can do that as well. And just begin to breathe here. That same breath. Feel the belly fill as it pushes into the ground. Feel your hips relax as you breathe out. If you have an intention that you're trying to focus on, or a mantra, just come back to that. As you're here scanning your body for any place you might be tense, directing your breath to that area. Breathing life in, releasing tension. tension and stress on your exhales. Take one more breath here. And we'll move to the other side. So bringing that right leg back in, turning your neck to the other side if you did so, or you can just keep your forehead down. Then taking that left leg out, bent at that 90-degree angle. Hips rotating down. Find your full breath here. Taking a moment to just scan your body for any place of tension, breathing into that area. One more full breath here. And then for the next couple of positions, we're going to come up to a seated position. Get your props, your bolster, whatever you have available to you. And we're going to come into a half butterfly fold. So we'll start with our right leg in, just kind of tuck it in. And if it does not feel good to have your leg out like this, you can prop something under it. You can always come into full butterfly for this. And then we're going to take our props, whatever we have, along the left leg, get long and tall through your spine, and then turn yourself to angle your body towards that left leg. Inhale up. And then as you exhale, just kind of fold over that prop. If you need to adjust it on top of your leg, you can. And then just begin to relax. Relaxing your shoulders, your neck, your chest as you breathe. Breathing into the low back here. And as you breathe, you might find that you need to kind of adjust your props to relax more. Again, scanning that body for any tension, breathing into that space. I like to have a plant near me when I practice. It helps to remind me that the waste of my breath feeds the plant, and in return, it provides oxygen for me. It's also a reminder of how connected we are to nature, how we benefit each other. Take about 5 more full breaths here. After you finish that last breath, just lock yourself back up. Extend the right leg out and tuck that left foot in, or whatever variation you chose. Adjust your props. Turn yourself to face that right leg. Take an inhale and then just let yourself fall over your leg, fall over your props. Get comfortable as you relax your shoulders, your chest, your neck. And just begin to focus on your breath here. Scan for your body for any tension, any stress. Focusing your breath on that area. A deep diaphragmatic breathing here. About 5 more breaths here. As you finish off your last breath, come up. Take both legs out wide here. If you need to adjust something under your knees, you can. Taking your prop in front of you, whether you have blankets, pillow, whatever you're using. just get it comfortable. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold. You can also keep your legs in butterfly to where you have the soles of the feet touching if that works better for you. Long and tall through your spine, and then just begin to allow your body to fold over that prop. I like to turn my head to one side. You can keep your forehead down here though. I will prompt you when you should adjust. Breathing into those spaces of tension. Bringing yourself back to a place of gratitude to yourself for taking this time to just love your body well. As you breathe into those spaces, you're training your brain to respond differently to the tension that you're holding in your body. So the more you practice breathing into tension, the more your body will respond. This is a great way to scientifically rewire your brain. Take another breath, and then we'll turn our head if you don't have it, if you have it to one side. Go ahead and turn your head, adjust to the other ear. As you focus on that deep breath, you trigger your vagus nerve, which shuts down your fight or flight. So anytime you're in a state of panic, anytime you're feeling tension, if you can take 10 deep breaths like that, you're going to activate that nerve, which will tell your brain that you are safe and that you're okay. When we forget to breathe, our body goes into panic mode a lot of times. Stay here for about 10 more breaths. Once you finish up that last breath, walk yourself up. We're going to come to lay on our back here for our the last of our practice. For this next position, we're going to do reclined pigeon pose. If you have knee issues, I'm going to give you the option. You can just straighten the left leg, and then you can take the right ankle to the left knee and open up the hip. If this does not feel good for you, then you can just take the right foot and lay it on the ground and allow your knee to fall open. You can put blankets, block, anything under that right knee to help support it. And it will still give you the external rotation you're looking for. Otherwise, you can take the right ankle and just allow it to open up onto the left knee. If you want to bend into your left knee to get a deeper stretch, you can. Or, this is the variation I'm going to take. You can take your left foot and place it on a prop to pull that right hip in closer to you. Wherever you are, whatever variation you're taking, just breathe into that outer right hip. Relaxing the chest, relaxing the shoulders, the face. Feeling your back just sink into the ground here. If you ever need to adjust, you can. Coming back to that breath. Take about 5 more breaths here. And release. We'll take it to the other side. So whatever variation you took with that right leg, do the same with the left. Get comfortable. Flex into the left foot to protect the knee. If you're taking the more relaxed variation where you're just opening up the hip, you don't have to do that. You can. Then again, relax the face with your breath, your jaw, your shoulders, your rib cage. Just feel everything relaxing into the ground as you breathe. Breathing into that space of tension in your outer left hip. Allowing those muscles to relax. Reminding yourself to come back to that deep breath in through the nose. Belly filling first, all the way up through the chest. Exhaling out of the chest first, all the way down. groin. You can always use, if you prefer chakra breathing, just imagining that you're starting at the root and going all the way up to the crown. One more full breath here. And then release. We'll come into our final position before Shavasana. If you have a wall available and you want to scoot your butt up next to the wall, we're going to do legs up the wall. You can also take a prop under your hips by lifting your hips up, coming into bridge, and then just lowering them down. Get comfortable. Make sure that you're supporting the low back here. You could also do this against the wall. I'm not going to just because of my camera angle. And then just lift your legs up as though they are up a wall, wherever you are. If you use the wall, it's just going to give you more support here. I like to elevate the hips. It's really good for the lymph nodes. If you have a sinus infection, if you're menstruating, if you sit a lot, this is really good for your circulation. Just allowing that blood flow to come back down. Elevating the lymph nodes in your hips. If you want to place your hands on your low belly, like inside your hip bones, and press a little, that's going to help activate your lymph nodes as you breathe. Feeling your low back relax, your shoulders relax, your upper back. We'll stay here for about 10 more breaths. Really use this time to really focus on that breath. Filling up at your root, all the way up your body. And exhaling at your chest, all the way down. One more full breath here. If you want to scoot back and release the legs, you can. You don't have to. I'm going to keep my bolster here for a moment. You can release those and come into Shavasana. You can stay with your legs up the wall for a little while if you want to. Whatever's comfortable for you. Relax. Let go of that deep breath. Just find yourself kind of come back to your normal, relaxed breath. Relax any tension in your face, your mouth. mouth, your jaw, your shoulders, your arms, the upper back, all the way down the spine, your hips, your thighs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And just take a few moments to appreciate yourself for taking time to heal your body, for taking time to practice working with your breath and relaxing the spaces that need to relax. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. Otherwise, come to a seated position and we'll close. I always do my online Shavasana is much shorter than my workshops are in person, just to, I think sometimes people need it, but they need it on a shorter time frame when it comes to YouTube. Also, one thing I was going to say, when you're doing your any yoga practice, but specifically when you're really working on that deep diaphragmic breath, I recommend doing that on an empty stomach or having a light snack at least an hour or two before your practice. That's really going to help you utilize that breath and get the most benefits out of your practice. Empty stomach is ideal, but if that doesn't work out, try to wait 2 hours after eating a small meal, and you're really going to be able to utilize that, because when your stomach is full of food, you're not going to be able to get as an expansive breath. So let's take a deep inhale through the nose. I like to close my eyes here, and then a loud exhale through your mouth. So together, everybody inhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Keep your eyes peeled, and I will have 3 more of these for the restorative series, and I hope that you guys have a blessed